One bird is red, one bird is black, but they're both on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoff race as the 5-6 Falcons bring their wounded squad into a stadium that looks like a toaster to take on the 4-7 Arizona Cardinals. Mid-first quarter, still no score, and on second and inches, Kyler Murray play fakes and fires to Christian Kirk on the sideline for 13 yards to move the chains. Next play, and the chains move again as Murray hits tight end Max Williams this time, and he's got the first down and 13 more. Then 2 plays later, second and 3, where Murray looks to throw again, fires to the end zone and fits his pass into Max Williams for the 15-yard score, and the Cardinals strike first, taking a 7-0 lead. Falcons looking to answer, but facing 3rd and 8, where Matt Ryan stands in and delivers to Calvin Ridley for 12 yards to convert. 3 plays later, 3rd and 10 this time, where it's Ryan right back to Ridley, this time for 15 yards to again keep the drive alive. And in case 2 third-down conversions wasn't enough, here's a third as Ryan goes short to Devontae Barclay for 7 yards on 3rd and 4. Then on the next play, and to end the first quarter, it's Ryan to Barclay again, this time for 17 yards down to the Arizona 15. Then facing their 4th third down of the drive, Ryan throwing to the end zone, and Mohamed Sanu has it but can't hang on through the contact. Roland Ford comes on and easily puts the 32-yard field goal through the uprights to put Atlanta on the board and make it 7-3. Cardinals near midfield, and on 2nd and 6, Murray with a touch pass to Max Williams, who gets a block, breaks a tackle, and gets near the first down marker, but the flag eliminates any confusion over whether it's a first down as the face mask adds 15 yards to the end of the run. Then on the following play, it's another first down as Ryan finds Andy Isabella, who takes a shot but hangs on to the 22-yard catch. 2 plays later, 2nd and 6 from the 9, where Murray looks to throw and is dead to rights, but somehow avoids Jordan Miller and is going to scramble, picking up 9 yards to make it 1st and goal. And on 3rd and goal from the 6, Murray throwing again and goes quick to Andy Isabella, who turns his legs and drives his way into the end zone for the 6-yard touchdown, and the Cardinals extend their lead to double digits as they take a 14-3 lead. Later in the second, same score where Murray play fakes and looks to throw, and he's going to fire to Josh Gordon, who makes the catch for 12 yards and then tack on 15 more into Atlanta territory with another face mask penalty. 2 plays later, 2nd and 3, and David Johnson cuts outside and finds a lot of room to run, picking up 15 more yards and another Arizona first down. And with 3rd and inches from the 13, Murray play fakes and is throwing out to the fullback Elijah Wellman, but Tack McKinley drops him for a 3-yard loss, and that brings out Brandon McManus, who puts the 33-yarder through the 2 big yellow poles and gives the Cardinals a 14-point lead. Falcons looking for points before half, and on their first play, Ryan's throwing and hits Calvin Ridley on the crosser. He puts a move on Patrick Peterson, and look at this. Ridley's going to get up the sideline and outrace everybody to the end zone, and the one-play 75-yard score is going to send us into the break with a score of 17-10. Mid-third quarter, Falcons still trail by 7, and with 3rd and 6, Ryan hits Ito Smith out of the backfield for 7 yards and a first down. 2 plays later, 2nd and 11, and Ryan fires quick to Devontae Barclay for 10 yards and just shy of the marker. So that makes it 3rd and 1, where Ito Smith takes the give off the left side and has the first down and a 14-yard gain into Arizona territory. Then facing 3rd and 3, the drive stays alive again as Ryan finds Austin Traylor for a 7-yard gain. 2 plays later, the chains are moving again as Ito Smith has 8 yards and another first down inside the Cardinal 15. And facing a 4th third down of the drive, it's Ryan looking to throw, and he goes to Calvin Ridley, who's into the end zone for the 9-yard score. And Atlanta, once down 17-3, has battled back to tie things up here late in the 3rd quarter. Falcons get it right back to start the 4th quarter, and it's another 3rd down conversion as Ryan hits Austin Traylor for 12 yards and the first down. Next play, and it's into Arizona territory as Ito Smith has a big hole and 12 more yards across midfield. Then 2 plays later, Ryan throwing and wants Brian Hill out of the backfield, but his pass is right to Jordan Hicks for the interception, and with just over 11 minutes to go, the Cardinals are going to take over near midfield with a chance to take the lead. And on their first play, it's David Johnson right up the middle for good yardage as he picks up 15 in the first down. Then 2 plays later, 2nd and inches, and Grady Jarrett stuffs David Johnson for a loss of 1, so make it 3rd down where the give goes to Jalen Richard, but he too can't get forward, which brings up 4th down where the Cardinals send out Brandon McManus. He nails the 50-yard field goal, and with 8:41 to go, Arizona has themselves a 3-point lead. So back to the Falcons, where on their 3rd play, Ryan's throwing and fires for Mohamed Sanu, where the ball bounces around and is intercepted again, this time by Budda Baker, and the Cardinals take right back over in Atlanta territory, looking to possibly put this one away. And on 3rd and 10, they get conservative, giving to David Johnson, who has room to run, bowls through 1 defender, defender, but Adrian Claiborne somehow stops him shy of the marker. Arizona sends out the field goal unit, and Brandon McManus connects on a 51-yard field goal to push the Cardinal lead to 6. Falcons again with the chance to take the lead, and on their first play, it's Ryan standing in and fires to Ito Smith, who hangs on for 16 yards to start the drive. 3 plays later, 3rd and 4, and it's Ryan to Devontae Barclay for 9 yards and a first down across midfield. Then on the following play, the Falcons continue to roll as Ito Smith takes the give right up the middle for 12 more and another first down. So with 1st and 10 from the 30, Ryan looking to throw and wants Mohamed Sanu. The pass is behind him, bounces around, and DJ Swearinger somehow comes up with the interception, and it's another Falcons turnover here in the 4th quarter. And on the Cardinals' first play, Murray's looking to throw. He stands in before taking off, and he has tons of room to run, picking up the first down and a 24-yard gain. 2 plays later, 2nd and 11, and David Johnson has nowhere to go, losing 3 as the Falcons call timeout. And with 3rd and 14, Murray's throwing and looking to end it as he stands in and goes short to David Johnson, but the hit from Isaiah Oliver prevents a completion, and Atlanta will get it back one more time with a chance to win the game. And on their second play, Ryan wants Devontae Barclay and delivers a 22-yard strike that sends us to the 2-minute warning. 2 plays later, Ryan throwing moves to his right and fires to Austin Traylor. It's off his hands, off a helmet, and into DJ Swearinger's hands. And for the 4th time of the 4th quarter, Matt Ryan throws an interception. And with chance after chance, the Falcons literally throw away the game and likely their season as well, as they fall to 5-7 with the 23-17 loss. Calvin Ridley goes off for 139 yards receiving and 2 scores, but bad decisions and bad bounces go against Atlanta here today, and winning the only option left for the Falcons now, and even that might not be enough to make a return to the postseason. All right, guys, so I'm not going to beat around the bush here. That 4th quarter was probably the most frustrated I've been with Madden all year long. I throw 4 interceptions in the 4th quarter, with 3 of them being passes that bounced around before being caught by the defense, and just incredibly bad luck there. But with that, I'm going to say right now that Ray Gilbert will be starting the next game. It's probably not the right move given that the playoffs are still an outside shot at this point, but after 4 picks in the 4th quarter, it feels like the right time for that move to be made. Moving into the team side of things, our 6th round rookie Devontae Barclay ended up with 6 catches for 63 yards, which triggered a breakout scenario, and heading into our next game against Carolina, he's going to need either 2 touchdowns or 100+ yards receiving, and that could really be a nice unexpected bump for a late round pick. Looking at scouting for the week, there was a tweet from Matt Miller regarding Ole Miss defensive end Floyd Dell that reads, "No free passes at the college level, even for star athletes." Floyd Dell learned that the hard way. So looking at our draft board additions, Floyd Dell is at the top, but he disappeared from scouting, so I'll have to unlock his attributes at a later date. Then below him, we have a running back in David Toon, who is a 2nd round projection, but a 5th round true talent. Then lastly is a speed rusher outside linebacker in Sean Pearson, who's a 3rd round projection and a 6th round true talent. We had a pair of players to upgrade this week, starting with tight end Austin Traylor, who's filled in nicely for Austin Hooper and goes up to a 69 overall with a +2 upgrade to his catch in traffic and +1 upgrades to his awareness, juke move, medium route running, run block power, and short route running. Then the other player was safety Zedrick Woods, who receives a 2-point bump to his awareness as well as a 1-point upgrade to his speed, tackle, and zone coverage ratings. Around the league we now go, where on Thursday night the Steelers lose again, falling 31-20 to the Bills. Dolphins buck the Broncos. Bucks win in overtime against the Saints. Patriots smash the 49ers. Seahawks beat the Cowboys, and the Jaguars take down the Texans. Titans handle the Vikings. Eagles win 28-24 against the Giants, and the Bears beat the Panthers 21-14. Lions win at Lambeau. Jets win at the soccer stadium, and the Rams easily get by the Redskins. Chiefs do what they do, which is destroy the Raiders, while the new Browns beat the old Browns on Sunday night. Then wrapping up the week, the Bengals move to 12-0, beating the Colts 35-21 on Monday night. Week 13 brings a look at the playoff picture, where the Bengals have clinched a playoff spot and are on the verge of clinching home field throughout as well. Jets, Chiefs, and Titans are the other division leaders, with the Browns and Jaguars currently holding the wild cards. Meanwhile, it's a tight race behind, with the Bills, Patriots, Ravens, Texans, and Chargers all tied or within a game of that final spot. On the NFC side, the Bears lead the way at 10-2, with the 49ers, Bucks, and Redskins leading their respective divisions. Seahawks and Packers are the 2 wild cards, with a number of teams trailing behind, including us at 5-7, who at this point need a ton of help to make the playoffs. The Week 13 AFC Offensive Player of the Week is Madden 20 cover athlete Patrick Mahomes. The 2019 MVP was 20 of 27 passing for 270 yards and found the end zone 5 times through the air in a 41-14 beatdown of the Chiefs division rival Raiders. As for the NFC, it was Buccaneers quarterback and convicted crab leg Steeler Jameis Winston taking home the award. The former #1 overall pick was 30 of 41 passing for 457 yards and 3 touchdowns as his Buccaneers went into New Orleans and took first place by beating the Saints 41-35 in overtime. Defensively for the AFC, it was another first overall pick in Myles Garrett of the Browns. Garrett did a little bit of everything with 2 tackles, 2 sacks, and an interception as the Browns took down their former selves by a score of 19-10 on Sunday night. Then for the NFC, it was Rams cornerback Nickel Roby Coleman taking home the award. The undrafted free agent out of USC made 5 tackles with 1 going for a loss and also picked off 2 passes, returning 1 for a score in the Rams' 39-21 beatdown of the Redskins. The passing leaders this week feature 2 new faces, with Jameis Winston taking the yards lead with 3,504 and Jacoby Brissett pulling into a tie with Baker Mayfield with 31 passing touchdowns. Then continuing to lead the way with his 123.6 passer rating is the Bears' Mitchell Trubisky. Rushing leaders are the same as last week, with Todd Gurley leading the way in rushing yards with 1,250 and yards per carry with a 6.4 average, and then Giants running back Saquon Barkley and his 11 rushing touchdowns continue to lead the way there. The receiving leaders have a complete shakeup this week as David Njoku takes over the receptions lead with 71 catches. Mike Evans and his 995 receiving yards takes the top spot from Julio Jones, and then leading in receiving touchdowns with 11 is now the Colts' Seth Roberts. The defensive leaders, however, remain exactly the same, with Deion Jones leading in tackles with 134. Von Miller adds another sack and a half this week, giving him 16 sacks on the year, and then Tavon Wilson's 5 interceptions are still good for tops in the league. Looking forward to Week 14, the 49ers head to Philly to face the Eagles on Thursday night. Packers head to Jacksonville, Pittsburgh at Cleveland, and the Rams are at the Bears. Cowboys host the Giants, and the Bengals look to stay undefeated against the Redskins. Bucks at Lions, Texans at Vikings, and Colts at Titans. Saints head to Oakland while the Dolphins and Chiefs host division rivals. Chargers at Bills, Cardinals at Seahawks, and the Ravens face the Jets on Sunday night. Then wrapping up the week on Monday night will be Ray Gilbert's first career start against the 3-9 Panthers. But that's going to do it, guys. As I just mentioned, Ray Gilbert's first career start will be next video, so a much different look heading into our next game, as we will be playing without Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Devontae Freeman, and Austin Hooper, so it should be very interesting. But hope you guys enjoyed the